minutes till airtime stations. 2 minutes till airtime. On my mark. Mark. 2 minutes till airtime stations. 2 minutes till airtime.
Nobody gets you closer to the game than Steel City Hoops. All
90 seconds till airtime stations. 90 seconds till airtime. On my mark. Mark. 90 seconds till airtime stations. 90 seconds. One minute till airtime stations. 1 minute till airtime. On my mark. Mark. 1 minute till airtime stations. 1 minute till airtime. Final remaining cue will be at 15 seconds. Seconds on my mark. Mark. 30 seconds stations. "15 seconds till airtime stations on my mark. Mark. 15 seconds. Have fun.
The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
For Penland, catch, shoot, three, up, and it swishes in. CP for three.
We're getting you set for game day with a countdown to tip-off, powered by the Appalachian Electric Cooperative.
Rogers at the free throw line, kicks it out. Alvey into the left corner. Weichel three. Butter. Braylon Weichel flaming hot from the outside.
Carson-Newman basketball is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burke Tar Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Now, here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
From the bright lights in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse, the stage is set for an Elite Eight clash at the UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse. The 8th-seeded Carson-Newman Lady Eagles arrived battle-tested with a trio of ranked wins to win the Southeast Regional Championship and a defensive edge that's carried them here to the national stage to meet a ultimate challenge on the other side. The defending national champions and top-seeded Grand Valley State, a Lakers team that's turned dominance into expectation. They've won 33 of their 34 games this season, and they are trying to become just the second program to ever win back-to-back national championships. For Carson-Newman, it's a chance to shock the nation and become the second 8th seed to win against a top seed in the last 3 years. And for Grand Valley State, it's about protecting the crown. Good evening from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where Carson-Newman is set to compete in its second Elite Eight in program history. The Lady Eagles have 26 total postseason games under their belt. They've won 13 of them, and they've lost 13. They've won 3 this year, including 3 over ranked teams to get to this point, beating 12th-ranked Columbus State, 15th-ranked LMU, 18th-ranked Lenoir-Rhyne, and now they faced a second-rated Grand Valley State team. It'll be the second highest-ranked team that Carson-Newman's program will ever compete against on the national stage, and they'll do it in what is the program's second Elite Eight, first since 2018. And in South Atlantic Conference history, Carson-Newman is one of just 6 schools to reach the Elite Eight and is just one of 2 to make multiple Elite Eight appearances as well. Eagle fans, this is the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off. AEC is your local electric co-op service you can trust and value you can depend on as well. Powering Mossy Creek, we are AEC, powering what matters most. Head coach Mike Mincy breaks down this experience for his team and what it will take to take down one of the best teams in Division II women's basketball on this Tuesday evening in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We hear from the 15th-year head coach on the other side of this break. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Our pregame conversation with head coach Mike Mincy heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeandeagles.com/Eagle Club.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
We're back here on the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as Carson-Newman competes in its second ever Elite Eight here with the head coach Mike Mincy on the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, when you took this program there 8 years ago, nobody's left from that group. Players, obviously, new coaching staff, new athletic trainer, new everything that you bring to this experience. What have you tried to tell everybody that you've been with, players, coaches, staff, and on down to get ready for this incredible experience and opportunity that obviously doesn't come as often as it has for certain teams?
Yeah, it's just, it's kind of like I said in the press conference, you can't let the moment be too big. I mean, you can look at it and be like, you're on ESPN Plus and there's only 8 teams left and all aspiring teams that are wanting to get to hear themselves are obviously tuning in. And, it can be a little nerve-wracking to some degree, but at the end of the day, once you take the floor, I think all coaches and competitors, like once you get in between the lines, it's got to turn into a normal game that just like playing in Holt Fieldhouse or playing anywhere else for that matter, like you block out the outside noise and you block out the crowd and you just kind of compete. And hopefully our kids will be able to do that. It's just, it's a little bit different animal in today's game because you're playing the number 1 overall seed, the defending national champ, and a team that's really good that has some advantages over us. So I think it will take some poise to be able to get out there and hopefully be able to compete with them early.
Feels like an eternity since your team took the floor in that regional championship game. 8 days exactly from that win against Lenore Ryan in the regional championship game. With your team carrying a lot of momentum through the postseason now, how do you keep that momentum going as you move completely different venues, travel 7.5 hours north to face a Grand Valley State team that's ranked number 2 in the country?
Yeah, honestly, I'm a little concerned with that, to be honest with you, because we won on a Monday, took 2 days off because the kids were so tired and exhausted from the 6 games they had played in 12 days. We had Thursday, Friday practice, which was, live, and we went at each other and trying to keep the engine, lubed up and running smoothly. And then by the time we got to Saturday, my goal was to make sure that these seniors, really all of them, but, especially these seniors, could get to Tuesday at this time healthy and that we didn't have some kind of freak accident in practice. So we did a little bit of live on Saturday. Obviously, we got up and down, tried to keep them conditioned, but then Sunday was a travel day. And then once you get here, you're not going to go live, or at least we're not, for Monday practice or shoot-around this morning. So, I'm hoping that we can get into the groove. I don't anticipate there being a lot of play calls per se early, trying to fill each other out. Hopefully we can, the 5 that start can get a little groove there before we have to go to the bench.
Andrew Rogers here alongside Carson-Newman head coach Mike Mincy prior to this matchup. I think Grand Valley State's coach joked about it, how there hasn't been many adversity, many flaws for this team. They've lost just 1 game. It was by a point to a team they beat 2 other times. This season they beat teams by an average scoring margin of 28 points per game. When you've evaluated this team, what stands out the most? Obviously there's going to be a lot of things, but what stands out the most about what you're going up against?
Obviously I sat here and talked about all of the advantages that they have in this particular game and how good they are. We'd be here forever. They are really good. They've got good size on us. They've got a first-team All-American in number 24. I can't even pronounce her name, but Paige, I think is her name. She's really good, and they can go about 10 deep. Actually, they'd probably go further into that without it really hurting their progress on the floor. But it's just going to be, for us, I think it's going to be getting out there. We know the team that we're playing. We know that the advantages they have and the disadvantages we have. But, you got to look at it and be like, a lot of those teams that they play up in the north, they're all alike. And the one thing that maybe they haven't seen is a team like us with, like, say, Chloe or Nugs that are a mobile 5 that can step out and shoot it. And hopefully we can spread the floor and find some success in there. But, we've had a lot of adversity. They have not. We've played. This will be our 12th ranked opponent we've played this year. I think they have currently played 5 or 6, and it's been 2 teams. Northern Michigan and Ferris State that they've played those 5 games. So, I don't know how good it is up there and how good it is, or good or bad it is down in our neck of the woods. But we have played quite a few more ranked teams than they have.
What will be your final message before this team takes the floor here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania?
I think obviously they're already winners. We're all in this together, good, bad, or ugly, and we've seen the good and we've seen the ugly so far this year. And we're going out there to face a really great team that is the defending national champ, and they've only lost 1 game, this season, and that was by 1 point. So it's going to take a great effort, obviously, from our standpoint to try to pull off the upset. But at the same time, we're here. We've had a great experience. I think we're prepared to go out and try to play. And I'll look forward to seeing, our style and our players and our roster go up against the number 1 team in the country to kind of see. It's a measuring stick, see where we are. But at the same time, no matter what happens in this game, we're the team here from the Southeast region, representing that Southeast region. We earn the right to be here, and I hope we can make the most of it out on the 40 minutes we get on the floor.
All right, best of luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you, Andrew.
That is the Lady Eagles head coach Mike Mincy. We're back with more from UPMC Fieldhouse after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We're getting closer to tip-off.
Price picks it up, and Carson-Newman is the South Atlantic Conference Tournament champions.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Andrew Rogers back here courtside from Duquesne University's UPMC Fieldhouse, where the Lady Eagles and Lakers will meet for the first time ever. For Carson-Newman, it will be the third all-time meeting against a current school in the Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. And for Grand Valley State, it will be their first ever game against a team from the South Atlantic Conference. Starting lineups and opening tip-off for this Elite Eight matchup, national quarterfinals head your way after these messages along the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This
goes up with the right hand, scores, and one.
Is Carson-Newman women's basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
To Weichel, top of the key three for Braylon's up, swished in. Braylon Weichel from downtown gives Carson-Newman the lead back.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by the Eagle Club, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, by the Eagle Shop, Tri-Light, by Premier Building Maintenance, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen. Now, back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Good evening again from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Duquesne University's UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman and Grand Valley State are set to compete in the third national quarterfinal of the day. It's the top seed Lakers against the 8th seeded Lady Eagles. We'll give you Grand Valley State's lineup. They're in white uniforms as today's home team. In the backcourt, a redshirt senior guard from Cadillac, Michigan, 5'8" Molly Anderson, plays 17.5 minutes per game and has 81 assists this year. Also the backcourt, another redshirt senior from Escanaba, Michigan, Nicole Kameen, 25.5 minutes for her, 121 assists as well. That's the most on the team for this Lakers squad. Another redshirt senior is in the backcourt, 5'9" guard from Vermilion, South Dakota, Lexi Plitzowite. Plitzowite averages 6 points per game and has dished out 108 assists. One of two players on this Lakers team joining Kameen with at least 100 assists this year. In the front court, two All-American candidates, two All-GLIAC Conference players this year. Mackenzie Bisbal is a sophomore forward from Lake City, Michigan. She is 6'2" and averages 14.5 points per game, leads the team with 46 blocks. And then the All-American rounds out Grand Valley State's lineup. She's a 5'10" redshirt senior forward from Middleville, Michigan, averaging 15 points per game. That's Paige Van Stee. For the second straight season, she was named Midwest Region MVP with a 30-point performance, the first in Grand Valley State's program since 2022. Carson-Newman's going to roll out that same starting lineup it's used now in all 6 postseason games. Senior guards Emily Gonzalez, Jennifer Sullivan in the backcourt with front court players Delaney Weddington, Maddie Knuckles, and Keeley Rogers. Carson-Newman in the visiting navy blue uniforms. Grand Valley State's in the home white. Ball in the air. Kameen tips it to the point guard Anderson, and the Elite Eight here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is underway with the Lakers operating in the half court. To the right wing, it's Van Stee going baseline on Rogers. Shot up and good through traffic. Van Stee starts the scoring with a right-hand layup 17 seconds in. 2-0 Lakers. Carson-Newman goes front court for the first time. Sullivan a jab step. She drives middle to the foul line. Stops, dishes out front to Knuckles. Ball deflects away from her. Now she recovers. Halfway through the possession, skip past Keeley Rogers. Driving inside the paint. Dishes to the baseline. Gonzalez drives around a defender. Stops, flips one up. Right-hand shot. Rolls around and through. Game tied at 2. The two teams trade a basket through the first 40 seconds. Into the front court, it is Plitzowite throwing it inside. Catch made underneath. Shot blocked by Knuckles. Altered and deflected out underneath. Good defending by Knuckles on the sophomore Mackenzie Bisbal. Missed the layup because of Knuckles' interior defense. 2-all, 60 seconds in. Carson-Newman moves right to left here at Duquesne University's UMPC Cooper Fieldhouse. Left wing, Delaney Weddington catches around his screen. Throw it inside. Pass deflected, stolen by Grand Valley State. Transition, Plitzowite to the right wing. Bumped from behind, now dishes to the trailer, Kameen. Kameen, ball fakes, dribbles once to a pass to the left wing. Van Stee, a 3. Left it short, long rebound, tracked down by Bisbal. Kick it out, 3 from Anderson is up and good. 5-2 start. Molly Anderson gives Grand Valley State the lead back. Sullivan right corner, dribbling middle, backs down her defender to the elbow. Now hands off to Keeley Rogers. Pick and pop with Sullivan. Long 3 in the air, wide right. Rebound loose along the baseline, collected by the Lakers. Outlet pass up the far side for Anderson. She drives inside the arc, dishes to the trailer, Kameen. A pump fake on a 3, now backs her defender down, dishes out front to Plitzowite. Lakers set in the half court, behind the back dribble for Van Stee. Skip pass right wing, Anderson. She'll pop a 3 over Sullivan and knock it down again. Molly Anderson with back-to-back 3s, and the Lakers have a 6-point lead over 2 minutes into this first quarter. The defending champions have won 33 of their 34 games, and they're off and running here against Carson-Newman. Defender falls and an offensive foul on Carson-Newman. Lady Eagle ran into Molly Anderson around his screen, and it's a turnover. Lakers go to the bench for the first time. Avery Zienstra, another senior guard from Byron City, Michigan, now comes to the floor. This is a very experienced Grand Valley State squad. And they're off and running, 3 of 5 shooting to Carson-Newman's 1 of 2 start so far. Left side, Anderson bounces the ball to Kameen, top of the key. Reverse it, Zienstra, left wing 3, bingo. 3 consecutive 3s from Grand Valley State. And the Lakers are off and running here in the national quarterfinals. Timeout Carson-Newman. It's 11-2 at the 7:34 mark of the opening quarter. Zienstra a 3, compiled with 2 for Molly Anderson as the Lakers up 11-2 with a 9-0 run that spans just 67 seconds. We're back for more from the Elite Eight here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania after this.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Get a large one-topping pizza for $6.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. This is a Lady Eagles team that's down 11-2. The Lakers have drilled 3 consecutive threes that have come just over a minute apart each, and that is why the Lakers have jumped out to an 11-2 lead at the 7:34 mark of this opening quarter. This is a Grand Valley State squad that has now achieved the 30-win mark for the 5th straight season and is the only team in Division II this season with a top 10 scoring offense and scoring defense. It's a Lakers team that is 7th in scoring offense, averaging nearly 80 a game, and then defensively they're 6th best in the country, only giving up 52 per game. You add those numbers up, and you get a scoring margin of 28 points per game, the best in the country as well. They've defeated 25 of their 33 opponents by 20 or more. That's what Carson-Newman's up against, and they've ran into it early against this Grand Valley State team that's made 4 of its first 6 shots. All right, both teams have retaken the floor. Grand Valley State made 1 change. Or no change. 1 change was Zeenstra. She's still out there after subbing in a minute before that timeout. Carson-Newman still has its starting 5 out there as the officials wait for the second media break. These media breaks extended here at the national quarterfinals, so extra time for these two teams to strategize in between breaks. Still waiting for that second media, and there it is. All right, Carson-Newman will inbound. Grand Valley State showing some full court pressure here. Rogers trying to get it in, gets it into Gonzalez, right back to Keeley Rogers. Rogers gives it back to Gonzalez in the backcourt. Right-hand dribble up the floor, breaks the pressure, driving inside the arc, stops the foul line, goes baseline, knuckles, catches, shoots, missed it short. Weddington in there for the offensive rebound. A power dribble, left-hand layup is up, no good. And a rebound collected by Paige Van Stee, the All-American. Outlets the ball left side. It's Kameen dribbling to the baseline, gets around Weddington, shoots and scores and 1. Nicole Kameen right to the basket for a left-hand layup, and it's 13-2 with 7:11 to go in the opening quarter. More subs for the Lakers as they turn to Plitzawhite again, and they take Molly Anderson off the floor. 13-2, it's an 11-0 run for Grand Valley State. Free throw no good, rebound deflected out by the Lakers. It's 11-0 run over 90 seconds. Grand Valley State's made 3 threes and a layup during this run. Full court pressure. Rogers dribbles up the left side, able to get around the double. Looks for a skip pass, not there. Bounces to Emily Gonzalez. 1 dribble pull up from the elbows, too strong. Rebound fought for. Weddington underneath has the ball. Dribbles away from a double team. Stops at the baseline. Looks for a pass. Now lobs it, and it's turned over. A steal. Kameen in transition. Dribbles to the left wing. Stops the foul line. Dishes right wing. Zeenstra thought about a 3. Turns it down. Now a skip pass left corner, Van Stee. Skip it back out front. Kameen's wide open for a 3. This one hits the back of the iron. Carson-Newman is in there to grab the rebound. Gonzalez has it, and outlets the ball to Keeley Rogers. Here comes a double team on Rogers. Looks for a bounce pass and finds Gonzalez. Emily dribbles to the left wing. Sullivan pump fakes a tray ball. Stops, dishes. Pump fake by Weddington at the foul line. Now a dish. Rogers 3 in the air. Swish. Keeley Rogers from downtown. When she makes 3s, Carson-Newman wins 83% of its games. She's got 1 there, and it's an 8-point game, and now a block by Knuckles underneath. Eagles basketball after the block by Maddie. 8-point game, 4 minutes in. Gonzalez to Rogers left wing. Rogers skipped the ball far sideline for Sullivan. Sullivan around a Knuckles screen. Pick and pop with her. Knuckles guarded tightly. Halfway through the shot clock. Now a skip back to Sullivan. Jen with 10 to shoot. Picks or dribbles to the foul line. Now gives to Rogers with 6 and 7. Rogers will pull up, heave a three. Got it blocked. Van Stee rebounds the ball. Transition, kick it ahead. Van Stee catches, shoots. Rogers blocks the shot out of bounds. Good recovery by Keely Rogers in transition to block the shot after she had her shot blocked in the half court. 5:36 to go. Changes both ways. Sybil Penland into the game for Carson-Newman for the first time. Grand Valley State brings Avery Lay and Ava Scanlon. Scanlon, a 6'3 sophomore. Kameen pressured out front by Jen Sullivan. A right-hand dribble toward the right wing. Lost the ball, recovers it, and now shovels the ball to Zinstra out front. Skip pass left side. Blitz-White throws a high pass in for Scanlon. Goes up over Knuckles and makes the shot off the window. 15-5 Grand Valley State. 5:15 to go first quarter. The Lakers are shooting 60% so far. Gonzalez bounce feed to Knuckles at the foul line. She turns and faces, hands off to Rogers. Skip pass corner to Emily Gonzalez. She drives baseline. Defender falls, but an offensive foul called. 5:04 to go in this first quarter. Offensive foul whistled on Emily Gonzalez. It'll be Emily's second foul and Carson-Newman's third foul of this opening quarter. Emily was trying to drive baseline with a right-hand dribble and used her left hand to push off for what the officials called an offensive foul. All right, Blitz-White dribbles the ball left wing for the Lakers, who lead by 10. Top seed and defending national champions. Give it to Zinstra for a left wing three. It rolls off. Knuckles boxes out, grabs the rebound. Flips it to Keely Rogers, who dribbles the ball into the front court. Met by two Lakers, now dribbles, hands off to a Gonzalez open triple. Left it well short, and Zinstra's got the rebound and brings it front court for Grand Valley State. Top of the key dribble for the senior guard. Now a skip to Blitz-White. Left corner, Avery Lay. Dribbles a couple of times and now skips it back to Blitz-White at the top of the key. 4:24 to go. Grand Valley State leads Carson-Newman by 10. Kameen, left wing three, swish. Nicole Kameen buries Grand Valley State's fourth three, and the Lakers lead by 13. Sullivan, right wing. Stops her dribble, tries a skip pass, had it deflected, stolen, and then a foul by Sullivan after the turnover. Grand Valley State has forced 5 turnovers so far, and then a foul by Sullivan after the mistake. 18-5, 4:07 to go in the first quarter. Lakers ball after Carson-Newman's 5th turnover. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals that the Lakeway region has to offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen is the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. 18-5 Lakers. They have outscored teams in the first quarter this year by 344 points. Yep, you heard that correctly. They're up 13 right now on Carson-Newman. Right wing, skip pass, left side, Avery Lay, pump fakes a three. Stops for a minute, throws it inside, pass deflected, stolen by Gonzalez and Carson-Newman. Outlet pass goes up the floor to Emily. She dribbles to the right wing. Crossover dribble to get to the middle of the floor. Skip it left corner. Rogers back out. Caroline Hill three. Had it blocked. Grand Valley State rebounds the ball after their second rejection. Blitz-White transition. Dishes left wing. Avery Lay, reserve, skips it back to Blitz-White. Inside pass to Scanlon. She catches, shoots off glass, and scores. 20-5 Lakers as Scanlon makes this an 18-3 run now. Rogers gives it to Sybil Penland around his screen. Pulls up for an elbow shot and nearly banked it in. Rebound deflects right to Caroline Hill for a right block layup. Two Lakers collided with each other for the rebound, and Hill was right there to use the glass for a layup. Lakers try to answer for a three. Long rebound after the miss by Kameen. Lakers keep it. Lay skips it to Blitz-White. Now to the top of the key. Nicole Kameen rises for a three and drills it. Nicole Kameen buries her second straight three, and the Lakers have made 6 to lead by 16 with 2:39 to go in the first quarter. Gonzalez out front for Carson-Newman. Reverse it to Keely Rogers. Rogers out front, a right-hand dribble to the foul line. Now dish out to Caroline Hill. To the right wing, Rogers. Chest pass back out front to Gonzalez. One more to Caroline Hill. She jab steps. Now it goes corner for Penland. Skip past Gonzalez with 5. Emily around his screen with 3. Gives it to Hill, 2. Hill spins, goes to the basket. Left-hand shot too strong. And a shot clock violation by Carson-Newman. Turnover number 6 as Grand Valley State goes back to the bench. With 2:12 to go, they bring in 4 new players. Plitzowite, the one to stay, as they bring Anaya Davis to the floor with Molly Anderson, Mackenzie Bisball, and Paige Van Stee. To the right side, Plitzowite. Bounce pass, right wing, Van Stee. Fakes a dribble, now crosses over to the foul line, has it deflected away, recovers, finds a back-cutting Davis for a right-hand layup. It's good. 25-7, Grand Valley State with $1:50 to play in the opening quarter. Gonzalez dribble handoff with Caroline Hill across the sideline. Now a bounce pass well out front for Rogers. To the left side, Sybil Penland. Skip it to Chloe Heath. The freshman into the game for the first time, gives it to Caroline Hill. Hill around his screen, skips it right corner, Sybil Penland. Penland bounces inside, pass is thrown out of bounds. Turnover, Carson-Newman, number 7 here in this first frame. This is what Grand Valley State has done, though. They've made things difficult for opponents this year in the half court, and they have knocked down shots on the other end at a consistent rate, and they've done it early this year. They're up 18 on Carson-Newman with $1:20 to play in the first. Kick it out, Anderson, open tray, left it short. Rebound deflected out by Grand Valley State as it was, or by Carson-Newman as it was the Lakers' Van Stee colliding with Rogers underneath, and Rogers deflects it out last. 1:14 to go, inbound to Bisball at the elbow. She splits 2, dishes it out to Davis. Davis back into the corner for Bisball. A jab step, now a three-pointer up and good. Mackenzie Bisball buries her first 3, and it's 4 touchdowns to 1 with less than a minute to play in the first quarter. Lakers up 21 as Rogers' foul line shot misses wide right, and then a foul by Chloe Heath going for the rebound will send Grand Valley State to the line. All the fouls here in the opening quarter have been charged to Carson-Newman. First on Heath, 94 feet away from the basket, will send Mackenzie Bisball to the foul line. Lakers on a 15-2 extended run, an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes to grow this lead out to 21 points as Bisball's first free throw is good. Lakers are 6 of 11 from 3 and 11 of 19 from the field. Carson-Newman's only attempted 13 shots and has made just 3 of them as the free throw is good. And Grand Valley State leads 30-7 with 47 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Left side, Rogers. Keeley with a right-hand dribble. Now a pass into the corner for Gonzalez. She's cut off from the baseline, dishes out to Penland. Eagles reverse it back to Rogers. Now a skip to Gonzalez. She attacks a closeout, goes baseline, puts one up and is fouled with 32.7 seconds left in the opening quarter. First foul by Grand Valley State in the game is on the freshman guard, Anaya Davis. We'll send Emily Gonzalez to the foul line for Carson-Newman. The Eagles trailing by 23 as Kameen will return and take Davis's place here in this first quarter. Gonzalez at the line for Carson-Newman. 4 straight games for the senior guard in double figures as her first free throw is left short. Emily with 4 straight in double figures, longest streak of her career. And it's come at the right time for Carson-Newman to be in the Elite 8 and be Southeast Regional champions as Gonzalez buries the second foul shot. Brings to a halt an 8-0 run here from Grand Valley State, or rather a 10-0 run. And it's 30-8 with a 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Nicole Kameen dribbles well out front near midcourt with no pressure defense from Gonzalez. Gonzalez watching Kameen dribble with a crossover, 12 and 10. Shot clock now gets to 8. Here comes the screen for Kameen at the top of the key. She dribbles right around the screen and flips a layup off the glass and in. 3 seconds. Rogers trying to inbound. Nobody's open. And the inbound goes near midcourt where Penland catches, and that's the first quarter. Grand Valley State shoots 60% in the opening quarter and makes 6 triples to lead Carson-Newman 32-8 at the end of the first quarter. A balanced effort for the second-ranked team in the country. They use multiple scoring runs, 11-0 scoring run and a 10-0 scoring run, and mixed in there with a 7-0 run to help the Lakers out to a 24-point lead after the first 10 minutes here at UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back to Duquesne University's UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where the top-seeded and defending national champion Grand Valley State Lakers lead the 8th-seeded Carson-Newman Lady Eagles 32-8 as we get set for the start of quarter number 2. Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles, located in the MSAC Grand Hall. The Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. You can visit them online at eagleshop.cn.edu. Well, it was hard for Mike Mincy and company to find a flaw with a Grand Valley State team that defeats opponents on average by 28 points, has won 33 of their 34 games, and their only loss was to a team in Wayne State who was nationally ranked throughout the year, made the NCAA tournament, was a team the Lakers actually defeated on 2 other occasions by double digits. So even the team that's been able to pick off this Lakers team this year has gone on to lose 2 other times by double digits, among other things that we could say about this Lakers team so far. Carson-Newman's retaken the floor. Grand Valley State still in its huddle as these quarter and media breaks are much longer than they usually would be in this national stage. Carson-Newman competing against its 12th ranked team this season and 5th straight game against a ranked team as well. The Lady Eagles 6-5 against ranked foes this season, including 3 straight victories at the NCAA tournament. All right, Carson-Newman has its starting 4 of its starters out there. Madeline Ladd, the only bench player out there for Carson-Newman. She's in the left corner as Gonzalez dribbles to the left wing. Fires a pass to the elbow for Maddie Knuckles. She backs down her defender, goes to the basket. Left-hand shot, missed it. It was altered and then rebounded by Grand Valley State's Zeenstra. To the trailer, Anderson at the top of the key. Around a screen, bounces inside. Scanlon catches and is whacked and fouled at the 9:38 mark of this opening quarter, or second quarter, opening half, as Carson-Newman's Maddie Knuckles called for her first foul, and the free throw is good from Ava Scanlon. This is Scanlon at the line, one of 4 different forwards that are 6'2" or taller for Grand Valley State. She makes both. It's 34-8 with 9:35 to go in the second quarter. Gonzalez across midcourt, bumped and fouled by Zeenstra. Along with their size and athleticism, a veteran backcourt. Every guard that head coach Mike Williams can play is a senior and will play, that has played a lot this year. As Ladd reverses the ball to Sullivan around his screen. She pump fakes a 3. Looks for a pass, now bounces to Maddie Knuckles, right wing. Knuckles around a couple of screens, dribbles to the left wing. 12 seconds, she drives to the basket. Right-hand shot from the left side is good. Maddie Knuckles has her first basket here in the national quarterfinals, and it's 34-10 now. Grand Valley State leads. Anderson reverses the ball to Kameen. She pump fakes a long 3. Dribbles left against Weddington, now into the corner, Anderson. Anderson dribbling out front, reverses back to Zeenstra. Into the high post, Scanlon double, dishes it out. Kameen open for a triple. Swish. Nicole Kameen's hit her third 3, and it's Grand Valley State's 7th triple, and they lead 37-10 with 8:42 to play in the second quarter. One-hand pass from Ladd to the right wing for Maddie Knuckles. Skip pass left corner. Weddington lines up a triple. It's in the air. It is short off the front of the tin, and Kameen rises for the rebound. Kameen has 13 to lead all scorers. She has more points than Carson-Newman and hands the ball to Anderson. Chest pass left side. Van Stee inside to Scanlon for a left-hand layup. 39-10 with 8:15 to play. Lakers are shooting 65%. Ladd left wing around his screen. Dribbles back out front, reverses to Sullivan right side. Jennifer Sullivan goes between the legs, dribbles into the painted area, met by two. Eagles reverse it around the perimeter, out to Knuckles, catch and fire, three, swish. Maddie Knuckles has 5 points for Carson-Newman, the last 5 from the Lady Eagles from the junior forward, and it's 39-13 with 7:50 to go in the second. Kameen around his screen. Chest pass to Van Stee out front. The All-American goes around Ladd. Lob it inside. Scanlon. Double. Dish out Anderson. One more. Kameen. 3. This one's well strong. Rebound loose, and Gonzalez out of the pack with the ball. Emily in transition. Driving inside. Eurostep and a layup up and no good. But a whistle and a foul on Grand Valley State's Molly Anderson. First on Anderson. And the second by Grand Valley State in the second quarter will send Emily Gonzalez back to the line. Her second trip comes with 7:31 to go in this second quarter, and Carson-Newman trailing 39-13. Gonzalez spins the ball in her hands, bends the knees, and the first free throw is too strong from the senior that has shot 75% from the line this year. Gonzalez bends the knees. Next one is up, and it is good. 39-14. Eagles will make a change. Gonzalez gets her first rest of the game, and Carly Hayworth touches UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse's floor for the first time as she runs the point in this unit and guards the point guard Plitzawhite, who brings it front court at the top of the key. Right side, Davis catches the freshman, reverses into the corner. It's got by Lay, who dribbles to the foul line. Skip pass left corner. It's Plitzawhite's 3 up. It spins in and out. Rebound deflects around, and Weddington's there to rip it away from 2 Lakers. Skip pass front court to Jen Sullivan. She drives right to the basket. Right-hand layup. Miss and a foul. Blocking foul underneath as Grand Valley State did not identify Sullivan in transition. She got all the way to the basket and was fouled by Plitzawhite. First on the redshirt senior guard. And the third by Grand Valley State will send Jen Sullivan to the line for 2 free throws. Her first one's up and good. First point for Jen. She is 6 away from becoming Carson-Newman's 32nd 1,000-point scorer in school history. Second one was off the front of the iron, no good, 39-15. We're 3 minutes into quarter 2. And the Lakers lead by 24. Davis, left-hand dribble, and a pass to Plitzawhite out front. Throw it inside. Eagles doubling Van Stee. She goes up off the glass and scores. 41-15 as Bisbal makes her 7th point to extend the margin. Sullivan right corner. A jab step, now a drive middle. Stops in the lane, dishes to the corner. Knuckles open for a triple. It's up. It is too strong. And a long rebound to the foul line is collected by Zeenstra. The point guard brings it front court, a chest pass left side, Plitzawhite. Knuckles falls down to the paint. Bisbal backs her down, shoots a shot off glass, no. And a foul going for the rebound by Jen Sullivan. Second on Sullivan, second on Carson-Newman here in quarter 2 as Carson-Newman goes back to the bench. Chloe Heath and Keely Rogers return. Madeline Ladd and Delaney Weddington will exit for Carson-Newman. 41-15. The Lakers outscored Carson-Newman by 24 points in the first quarter, but just by 2 here in the second. Plitzawhite lobs it front court, or lobs it toward midcourt, where it's caught by Lay. Lakers dribble to the basket. It's Bisbal for a right-hand layup from the left side. Mackenzie Bisbal has 9, and it's 43-15. Carly Hayworth brings it across midcourt. The 5'5" point guard gives it to Keely Rogers, left wing. Rogers to the foul line, bounces the ball to Chloe Heath. Back out Sullivan. She pump fakes, drives inside, bumped, fouled. 4th team foul at the 6:02 mark of quarter 2 is on Nicole Kameen, her first. Inbound from Jen Sullivan from the right baseline. Bounce it to Chloe Heath. She gives it back to Sullivan in the deep corner. Sullivan, long skip pass. Maddie Knuckles catches. Pump fakes, drives to the basket. Right-hand layup from the left side. Rolls off the front of the iron. And Bisbal rebounds the ball for Grand Valley State. Kameen brings it front court. Around his screen to the elbow. Back to the left side, Plitzawhite. A right-hand dribble to the foul line. Backs Carly Hayworth down. Now dishes out for a Davis 3. Left it short. Long rebound to Bisbal. Back out Davis, skip past Kameen, right corner. Attacks a closeout, now gives it to Plitzawhite. To the left side, Davis. She'll launch a three. This one's wide right. 2 Lakers go after the ball. It's Lay to grab it. Now to Plitzawhite. To the basket. Kicks it out. Kameen. One more to Lay. Long possession for the Lakers. They've grabbed 3 offensive rebounds. Bisball left-hand hook airballed it. And Keely Rogers grabs the rebound off of bounds. Transition right to left. Rogers to the trailer. Knuckles, 3 in the air, and it rattles out. It was halfway down and pops out for Knuckles. Rebound Grand Valley State. Transition to Lay. Back to Kameen. She drives to the basket. Right-hand layup is good and one. Nicole Kameen with her 15th point to lead all scorers. Increases Grand Valley State's lead to 30 with 4:56 to play in the second quarter, and it brings us to a break in the action. 45-15 Grand Valley State. They've scored 6 straight here in the second quarter and have ballooned the lead to 30 with 4:56 to play until halftime in this national quarterfinal from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on the Eagle Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
8th-seeded Carson-Newman is here at the national quarterfinals in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, trailing the top-seeded and defending national champion Grand Valley State Lakers 45-15 with 4:55 to play in the second quarter here on the Eagle Sports Network. Andrew Rogers back with you courtside. Glad you're with us from wherever you may be listening from as Carson-Newman competes in its second ever Elite Eight, and this one in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Grand Valley State flexing its muscles right now. They have made 17 shots on just 31%. That's 55% shooting. They're 44% from 3 and have buried 7 threes. To sum it up, here's 2 numbers that's all you need to know. Carson-Newman's only attempted 20 shots. Grand Valley State has attempted 31, but they've made 17 shots while Carson-Newman's only attempted 20. And Grand Valley State's made 7 threes. Carson-Newman's only made 5 shots overall in this first half of play. Now, why is that the case? Why has Grand Valley State attempted 11 more shots? Well, Carson-Newman's turned it over 7 times, and the Lakers have grabbed 7 offensive rebounds to Carson-Newman's 3 offensive rebounds in that opening half. 45-15 the score. Carson-Newman trails the Lakers here in the opening half. From Duquesne University's UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse, an excellent Division II national championship venue. They've got upper deck seating behind our vantage point here at the scores table. The direction I look heads toward Duquesne's fan club area. Just above that, or just below that, is more general seating, but that's where both teams' respective fans are lined up. Carson-Newman's got a good contingent of fans behind its bench to my right. Grand Valley State's got its contingent to my left behind its bench as Kameen caps the three-point play with the and one free throw. She's got 16, and the lead for the Lakers is 31. They're pressuring in the half court as Knuckles dribbles the ball up the half court stripe. Met by a double as Kameen comes to trap. Knuckles falls to the floor. Ball rolls out of bounds off Carson-Newman. 46-15. Carson-Newman turns the basketball over for the 9th time, or check that 8th time. And the ball back to Grand Valley State. They're in the midst of a 7-0 run. This second quarter was tied at 7 at one point, but the Lakers have rattled off the last 7 in the last 2 minutes. Lady Eagles showing a 2-3 zone here. Davis bounces the ball to Van Stee. She's left wide open for a three. She'll shoot it off to the left. Rebound deflects around. Scanlon tips it to herself. Shovels it off. Plitza White in the lane. Drives. Left-hand layup. No good. Foul on Carson-Newman. Chloe Heath will be the one that is called for the foul. That'll be her second. The freshman from Maryville, Tennessee, commits the Eagles' fourth of the quarter. Eagles went zone there, got a miss, but couldn't grab the rebound. Plitza White at the line. First free throw is good. 47-15 is this first half score. Plitza White dribbles the ball once. Next one is up, and it is too strong. Back iron miss. Offensive rebound, Van Stee. Lost it underneath. It's loose. Players on the deck. And finally, a held ball will be called, and the arrow favors Grand Valley State. 4:20 to go in this first half. It's 47-15, and the Lakers will keep it after the missed free throw and the held ball. Left side, inbound to Scanlon. Gives it back, or fakes a handoff to Plitza White. Now drives baseline, met by two. Dishes back out Plitza White. Plitza White dribbles and skips the ball to Kameen. Right wing three. Looks good. It's short. Offensive rebound. Davis for a right-hand layup. 49-15. Gonzalez crosses half court. Here comes a double team. Emily in the half court. Throws it middle for Knuckles. Bounce pass to Chloe Heath. She spins away from a defender. Fades away for a shot. Missed it short. Rebound collected by Scanlon. Transition. Plitza White moving left to right. At the top of the key against Carson-Newman's 2-3 zone. Gives the ball to Van Stee. Van Stee backs to her defender down. Now skips the ball to Davis, right wing. To the baseline, Scanlon. Reverses Kameen. Back out front, Plitza White. 10 to shoot. Plitza White, Euro step. Right hand flip shot, good. 51-15, Grand Valley State with 3:25 to go in the second quarter. Gonzalez to Rogers. To the corner, Chloe Heath lines up a long three. Hit the backboard first and missed it. Rebound loose in the lane, and it's collected by the Lakers. Kameen, transition, throws it to Scanlon in the lane. Left-hand dribble to the basket, flipped it up, too strong. Defensive rebound, Maddie Knuckles. Outlet pass to Emily Gonzalez. Gonzalez dribbling baseline, goes to the basket. Right-hand layup off the window is good, and one. Emily Gonzalez has her second basket, and it brings a 12-0 Grand Valley State run to an end by the senior guard going coast to coast. Great finish by Gonzalez for her sixth point, and she gets a foul called on Lexi Plitza White, her second. A free throw coming for Emily. She leads Carson-Newman in scoring with 6 points in 14 minutes. Her and one free throw is up, and it spins out, although Grand Valley State, nobody moved. And it should be play on here. It was only a one-shot foul. Nobody moved, though. And Grand Valley State grabbed the rebound. They're just going to inbound the ball now from the baseline. Nobody moved on the foul line. I don't know if it was an official maybe saying two shots, and that's why nobody moved, or if either team was ready for that. But Gonzalez missed the free throw, so the Lakers bring it front court against now a man-to-man defense from Carson-Newman. Bounce pass, foul line catch for Bisbal. Now a reversal to Zeenstra to the elbow. It's caught by Bisbal. Met by a double, dishes it out. Zeenstra three up, and it spins out. Good box out by Abigail Johnson, and she grabs the rebound from the right block. Rogers one-hands the ball into the front court for Sullivan. Sullivan pulls up from the foul line and drills the shot. Jen Sullivan has her third point. She's 4 away from 1,000 in her Lady Eagles career, and it makes the score 51-19 with 2:20 left until halftime. Zeenstra reverses to Kameen. She pump fakes a three at the top of the key. The game's leading scorer with 16 gives to Molly Anderson. Now to Bisbal. Handoff. Kameen will try another triple, and this one hits the front of the iron and misses short. Offensive rebound was deflected away from by Van Stee and collected by Carson-Newman. Rogers in transition, driving baseline, cut off. Gives the ball to Sullivan, right wing. Sullivan asking for a Knuckles screen. Dribbles around a Johnson screen now. Pulls up for a deep two, left it short. Rebound deflects, it's loose, and Rogers has it from Carson-Newman. Sullivan, top of the key. Reverses to Gonzalez, now to the corner, Knuckles. Knuckles bounces to Sullivan in the corner. She drives baseline, bounces the ball. Rogers cuts and makes a left-hand layup. 30-point game. Carson-Newman has the last 6 points. And with 90 seconds to go in the first half, it's 51-21. Out front, Molly Anderson. A right-hand dribble to set the offense for the Lakers. Chest pass right side, Zeenstra. Back to Van Stee at the wing. She'll fire a three, and it rattles through. Paige Van Stee has her first three. It brings a Carson-Newman 6-0 run to an end, and it's 54-21 with 65 seconds left in the opening half. Rogers at the top of the key. One hands the ball to Gonzalez, who gives it back to Keeley. Here's a three in the air, and it is short. Rebound fought for, and an over-the-back call on Abigail Johnson trying to get the rebound. First on Abigail Johnson, a redshirt sophomore from Cookeville, Tennessee, will send us 94 feet for free throws with 56.9 seconds remaining in this opening half. Lakers up by 33. Out goes Kameen and Van Stee. Back to the floor comes Reese Guyton and Avery Lay as Mackenzie Bisbal gets ready to shoot two free throws. First one's up and swished in for the sophomore out of Lake City, Michigan. Her older sister was an All-American for the Lakers over the last several years, and Mackenzie's on her way to being one over her time at Grand Valley State as Rogers rebounds the second miss in the deep corner. 55-21, 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Gonzalez out front, a right-hand dribble. Brushes her defender away and gives to Caroline Hill right wing. Caroline, a left-hand dribble to hand off for Rogers out front. Keeley crosses over, reverses to Gonzalez, now to the wing for Caroline Hill. Shot clock down to 10. Skip past Knuckles right wing. Knuckles rips through, driving baseline, puts one up through traffic, and swished it in. 7 points for Maddie Knuckles. It's a 32-point game with 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Shot clock off. Lakers can hold for the final shot. Avery Zeenstra dribbles out front. No pressure from Gonzalez. Clock gets down to 10. Here comes a screen from Bisbal. Instead, Zeenstra fires a long triple, left it short. Long rebound tracked down by Anderson. Anderson from way downtown, left it short. Offensive rebound by Lay. Stick back, no good. And that is the first half of play. Grand Valley State does what it does. That's dominate first quarters, and that's why they lead by 32 at halftime. Here in the national quarterfinals, Carson-Newman held its own for somewhat of the second quarter, was only outscored 23-15, but a dominant first quarter from the Lakers has them in control at halftime. It's 55 for the defending national champions, and it's 23 for the 8th-seeded Carson-Newman Lady Eagles, who are back in the Elite Eight for the first time since 2018. Eagle Shop halftime report breaks it all down here from UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse after these messages. You're listening to Carson-Newman Women's Basketball at the Elite Eight on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagle Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks.
Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime on the Eagle Sports Network. Highlights, a check of the Eagle Shop scoreboard, and stats are headed your way.
Euro step in the lane, shot up off glass. It falls in for Keely Rogers.
Now let's head back to the arena. Here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
It's Rogers back courtside from UMPC Cooper Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman is trailing the top-seeded defending national champion Grand Valley State Lakers by a halftime score of 55-23. Back courtside with you at Duquesne University's UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse, where Grand Valley State continues to play like the best team in Division II women's basketball, and I think it's safe to say they'd compete with many Division I schools as well. We talked about it early that the Lakers have outscored opponents by 344 points in first quarters. To put that in perspective, Carson-Newman as a whole this year has outscored its opponents by 389 points. The Lakers have outscored opponents by 344 points in just the first quarter. Well, they showed why they have done that all year, and they've continued that in this national quarterfinal. They outscored Carson-Newman by a 24-point margin in that first quarter, led 32-8 at the end of the first quarter, and a main reason why is because of the barrage of threes. They started the game red hot from three. They made 4 of their first 6 threes. Molly Anderson hit 2 of them, and Avery Zeenstra hit another. That was part of an 11-0 run that put Grand Valley State up 13-2 less than 3 minutes in to the contest. They went on another little 7-0 run between Carson-Newman baskets, which spanned 3 minutes, and the score was 20-7 with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. But more three-point baskets helped the Lakers balloon the lead back out to that 24-point margin, which it was at the end of the first quarter. Nicole Kameen hit a second 3 of that first quarter, and Mackenzie Bisball hit a couple of free throws to cap a 10-0 scoring run that lifted the lead to 23 with 51 seconds to play in the opening quarter. The two teams traded a basket there in the final minute, and Grand Valley State led 32-8. Into the second quarter, Carson-Newman would keep that margin right at 24. Lady Eagles scored 5 straight points a minute apart. Knuckles a 3, and then Gonzalez and Sullivan made free throws, and it was 39-15 3 minutes into the second quarter. But the Lakers went on another double-digit scoring run. They went on a 12-0 run over 3.5 minutes to push the lead out to its largest of the day at 36 points. But Carson-Newman had the final punches of that opening half. They outscored the Lakers 8-4 in the final 3 minutes of that second quarter to make it a 32-point game at intermission. Again, this is a Grand Valley State team. They've outscored teams by a whole lot of points this year. They've beaten teams by an average of 28 points, and they're up 32. They're doing what they've done all year just against another opponent in Carson-Newman so far. Lady Eagles have gotten some good performances offensively so far in this game. Maddie Knuckles has 7 points to lead the team in scoring, 3 of 8 shooting for the junior forward. Keely Rogers has 5 points and 4 rebounds, while Emily Gonzalez has 6 points in this game to go along with 2 rebounds as well. Caroline Hill and Jen Sullivan also have baskets for Carson-Newman to score its 23 points so far. Lakers have seen Carson-Newman go 6 of 10 on layup attempts so far. Grand Valley State's been led by Nicole Kameen's 16 points on 6 of 10 shooting, and she's buried 3 triples. This is just her 8th game this year with 3 or more threes. Perfect time for her to get it done on a national stage. It's 55 for Grand Valley State, 23 for Carson-Newman at halftime at UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse. We'll take you around Carson-Newman athletics today and also update you on how things have gone so far at the NCAA's Division II Elite Eight today. Had some great basketball. I'll tell you about that. On the other side of this break, it's halftime here at the national quarterfinals. Carson-Newman trails at half here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeaneagles.com/Eagle Club.
A check of the SAC scoreboard is next. Stick around on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
The Eagles Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Andrew Rogers back courtside from UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse, where it's Grand Valley State leading Carson-Newman 55-23. The winner of this game will get the nightcap here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The winner of the nightcap will be a matchup between 4th-seeded Cal Poly Pomona against 5th-seeded Alabama Huntsville, the Chargers representing the South region in that contest. Earlier today, IUP had to go to overtime to defeat Holy Family in a great basketball game, the one before ours, 57-52. The final score, IUP made a basket in the final 20 seconds, had a chance to win it actually in the final seconds of regulation, but ultimately needed overtime to defeat Holy Family 57-52. And then 3-seeded Colorado Mesa had its way against Minnesota Duluth 81-59. The final score. IUP against Colorado Mesa is one of the final 4 matchups on Thursday evening. The other will either be the winner of this game or Cal Poly Pomona and UAH that will play after our game. Around Carson-Newman Athletics today, Carson-Newman softball swept a doubleheader in Greenville, Tennessee against the Tusculum Pioneers. Michael Graves' team held the Pioneers to 2 runs over the 2 games, and the offense scored 16 times, a 13-1 win and a 3-1 win for Michael Graves' team to collect a doubleheader sweep in conference play for the first time this season. Carson-Newman baseball continues to play well in the month of March. Their 9th win in March is a 7-inning win over Shorter by a final score of 12-1. Eli Norris had 3 scoreless innings to win his 2nd game of the year. While the Eagles got a great offensive day from Cole Nathan, he had 3 hits and 3 RBI, and the Eagles used a 7-run 2nd inning to take control of that matchup with the Shorter Hawks. earlier today. Carson-Newman trails at halftime. It is 55-23 in the first ever meeting with Grand Valley State. We bring you the second half from UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse between the Lakers and Eagles after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Into the front court, loses her dribble, kicks it out, right wing, three from Bergstrom is up and good! As the buzzer sounds to end the first half.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Andrew Rogers back courtside here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let's pause 10 seconds before the start of the second half for stations to identify themselves here on the Eagles Sports Network. All right, 55-23. Carson-Newman in the blue uniforms will start the second half with the basketball. Both teams have their starting fives on the floor. Grand Valley State 33-1. Carson-Newman 24-10 this season. Set to take the floor here for the second half of action with the Eagles down 32 points. But did score 15 points in the second quarter, was only outscored by 8 points. That first quarter is what's doomed so many teams against this Grand Valley State unit this year. And that's what's put the Eagles behind the 8 ball here after one half of basketball in this national quarterfinal game. Carson-Newman's second ever national quarterfinal matchup. They won the Southeast Regional Championship as the 5th seed and had to defeat 3 ranked teams rated 12th, 15th, and 18th in the country to get to this stage. Not many people thought they could do that, especially after the program went through its longest losing streak in conference play in more than a decade. Had to go through that just to experience the greatness of winning a regional championship for just the second time, now on the national stage competing for the second time in 8 seasons, and all-time second time in program history. All right, we're ready to play the second half. Gonzalez being doubled on the inbound. Looking for an inbound, throws it to Gonzalez. Now finally, she catches and reverses to Rogers. Now gives it back to Emily. Grand Valley State defensively held Carson-Newman to 32% shooting. Weddington at the elbow. Facing, now dribbles once and into a handoff with Knuckles. Knuckles around his screen, dribbling right, hands off to Jen Sullivan. The all-region player has just 3 points. Steps back at the top of the key. Stops the foul line. One-hand pass to the baseline. Knuckles catches, drives to the basket, and makes a right-hand layup. 30-point game now on Knuckles' 9th point. 9.5 to go in this third quarter. Well, one thing from head coach Mike Mincy's team, this team's always going to compete regardless of the score. Kameen lobs it to the baseline. Bisball doubled, splits through it, had it blocked, but a foul called on the way up. Bisball was able to get some separation on Maddie Knuckles, and a foul called on the junior forward from Chatsworth. That'll be Knuckles' second foul in the first after halftime, comes 42 seconds in. Bisball's free throw is good. She is 4 of 5 from the line and has 11 points. Next one in the air is good as well, 57-25. Both teams have traded a deuce on the opening possessions here of the second half. Here comes a double team. Gonzalez doubled near midcourt, throws it baseline for Weddington. She pump fakes, now lobs it back out to Rogers. Rogers to the foul line, dishes to Sullivan. Sullivan stops, pulls up for a mid-range shot, had it blocked. Sullivan goes, gets it back, and makes a right-hand layup. 5 points for Jen Sullivan. She's 2 away from 1,000 in her Lady Eagles career. And the margin back down to 30. Kameen right wing. Pass inside, deflected by Gonzalez, stolen by Weddington. The freshman brings it front court, slows her momentum, had it ripped away, and now a tie-up will send it back to Grand Valley State. Weddington was into the front court with 4 white jerseys, and Kameen from behind was the 5th one, and just tied up possession. Weddington didn't see her dribbling from behind. 8:40 to go, third quarter. Grand Valley State ball, they're up 30. Left wing, Kameen has a game-high 16. She dribbles now out front with the right hand. Chest pass right side, Molly Anderson. Anderson back to the top of the key for Plitzawhite. One dribble and a dish to the left wing for Van Stee. 10 to shoot. Van Stee reverses to Kameen, right wing 3 in the air, hits the back of the iron and misses. Jen Sullivan grabs the defensive rebound. Sullivan, long skip pass to the baseline. Weddington catches, skips it across court to Knuckles. She catches on the bounce, drives inside to the basket. Right-hand layup is no good, but a foul called with 8:06 to play in quarter 3. Foul is charged to Plitzawhite. That's her third. First player in the game with 3 fouls for Grand Valley State as Maddie Knuckles heads to the stripe. For Carson-Newman, she scored 9 points, trying to become the first Carson-Newman player to score in double figures, and does with that free throw make in her first attempt in this contest. 29th double-digit scoring day for Nux this year as the second one spins in and out, and Grand Valley State rebounds the ball with no contest. Kameen dribbles in transition, gives it to Anderson at the right wing. Out front, Bisball pump fakes a triple. Going to the basket, right-hand spin, fadeaway shot over Knuckles is good and one. Knuckles fouled Bisball on a turnaround shot from just inside the foul line. And Bisball a three-point play opportunity after making her 4th basket. Foul on Knuckles, 2nd of the half already, and 3rd for the game. Bisball and Kameen have combined for 30 of Grand Valley State's 59 points as Rogers collects the missed foul shot from Bisball. 59-28, we're more than 2 minutes into quarter 3. Carson-Newman trails. Sullivan around his screen. Right wing 3. In the air, it's short. Long rebound to Kameen from the baseline. Sullivan 0 of 3 from deep. Transition to Bisball at the left wing. She crosses over, going to the basket, bumps into Knuckles. Right-hand layup, too strong. Bisball goes after the rebound. Van Stee's right there for the miss, and the stick back is good from the right block. Gonzalez brings it up the floor as Grand Valley State's lead goes to 33. Gonzalez lobs at corner, Sullivan. Sullivan, jab steps, now around a Knuckles screen. Grand Valley State switches defensively. The Eagles reverse it to Rogers out front. Keeley, a right-hand dribble to the foul line, bounces Knuckles. Knuckles with 10, dribbling out front, lobs the ball to Sullivan with 8. Jen, a left-hand dribble, going to the basket, bounce pass deflected away, and we've got an offensive foul called on Jennifer Sullivan. Well, Jen now has 4 fouls with exactly 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Change for Grand Valley State. They'll bring Ava Scanlon in as the Lakers bring it front court with Anderson dribbling around his screen. Pick and pop with Van Steen. Now inside to Scanlon. Turnaround shot is no good, but she was fouled with 2 Carson-Newman defenders trying to step in the way of the 6'3" redshirt sophomore forward. Knuckles and Weddington in the area. They're going to call the foul on Knuckles. So Carson-Newman now has 2 starters with 4 fouls. Knuckles and Sullivan have 4 with 6:49 left in the game in the third quarter. A free throw up from Scanlon is swished in. She is a perfect 3 of 3 and shoots 72% on average. This is the top scorer on Grand Valley State's bench, a team that averages north of 25 points per game off the bench as well. Scanlon's next free throw is good, 63-28. The Lakers have rattled off the last 4 to push this lead to 35. Knuckles will also sit with Sullivan with those 4 fouls. The Eagles bring in Sybil Penland and Abigail Johnson as Carson-Newman inbounds the ball to Gonzalez, who sprints into the front court and gives to Penland from the baseline. Sybil gives it to Delaney Weddington, who drives to the basket. Right-hand float shot, missed it short. Johnson, offensive rebound. Eagles reverse it to Rogers, now out front. Gonzalez in rhythm, triple is swished in. Emily Gonzalez has Carson-Newman's 3rd 3. The senior has 9, and it is a 32-point game. Nearly a turnover in the front court. Instead, the Lakers keep it. Into the corner, it's Van Stee. Chest pass out front to Kameen. Reverse right side to Anderson. Long 3. 3 steps behind the line. Missed it. Scanlon the rebound. Had it ripped away. She recovers from the baseline. Lakers keep it. Zeenstra, skip pass, Kameen left wing. Shot clock down to 9. Anderson going behind the back from the baseline. Dribbles middle. Reverses. Zeenstra. 3 steps behind the line. Drills a long 3. Avery Zeenstra's got her 2nd 3. Grand Valley State's 9th increases the lead back to 35 for the Lakers. Dribble handoff, Rogers with Penland from the foul line. Here comes a double team. Penland is in trouble, and a held ball will keep it with Carson-Newman. More changes for the Lakers. They'll bring in Anaya Davis and Avery Lay at the 5:44 mark of the third quarter. Gonzalez inbounds to Johnson. Reverse it to the elbow for Weddington. She fakes a pass, dribbles to the basket around a screen. Left-hand layup, missed it short. Rebound Scanlon, but she was out of bounds. Had her back heels on the end line. Carson-Newman will keep it. 5:36 to go in a third quarter that the Lady Eagles have only lost by 3 points so far. Johnson inbounds the ball to Gonzalez. Gonzalez splits 2 defenders, goes to the basket. Right-hand layup, missed it strong. Defensive rebound by Avery Lay. Outlet pass to Kameen as she crosses half court. Chest pass to Davis, now to the high post Scanlon. Dishes out, Zeenstra. Back to the left side for Davis. And now Kameen. Lakers patient here. Kameen rips through, met by 2. Dishes to Davis. She fumbled the catch. Turns down this shot, dribbles, and now skips the ball with 6. Now inside to the foul line. Scanlon triple team, dish it out. One more. Davis, corner 3. Hit the back of the iron, missed it. Rebound, Scanlon. Back out front, Kameen. Halfway through quarter 3. Lakers by 35, and we've got a foul away from the ball. This will bring us to a media break. Foul is on. I think Emily Gonzalez. No, Abigail Johnson. Johnson away from the ball, called for her 2nd and Carson-Newman's 5th team foul. 4:53 to go in the third quarter. The Lakers up by 35. It's 66-31, but the Lakers have only outscored Carson-Newman by 3 points here in the third quarter. Carson-Newman, after halftime, has made 3 of its 8 shots. 66-31. We're back to UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse at the national quarterfinals after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
66-31 is the score with 4 minutes and 53 seconds to play in the third period of play in what is the third of 4 national quarterfinals here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Duquesne University's UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse. The Lady Eagles were outscored by 24 points in the first quarter. That first quarter separation set CN behind early. They've only been outscored by 11 since, but that strong first quarter has been the reason the Lakers have controlled this thing by a quality margin throughout this contest, and that's why the lead is 35 points. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. You can visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital is laser-focused on your success. It's always entertaining to see at these national events how the two teams handle the timeouts at each media break. For Carson-Newman, obviously, and Grand Valley State's been here last year, the defending national champions. But Carson-Newman every time has been well out of its huddle. And Grand Valley State, even this time, was out before Carson-Newman from that huddle. Both teams, during this extended break that we have because of the TV broadcast, have some extra time on their hands as both teams retake the floor. And after Abigail Johnson's away from the play foul, it will send Ava Scanlon, the redshirt sophomore from Grand Ledge, Michigan, to the line. It was Carson-Newman's 5th team foul as well. The lefty flips the first one up and swishes it in. Grand Valley State now 12 of 16 from the line. And Scanlon off the bench continues to play very well. 11 points and 5 rebounds in just 10 minutes. Her second foul shot is good as well. 68-31, Lakers lead Carson-Newman. Gonzalez brings it front court. Here's a double team on her. One-hand pass deflected, stolen by the Lakers. Zeenstra gives it back to Kameen inside to Scanlon. A pump fake and a left-hand layup off glass. 70-31, 4.5 to play third quarter. 7-0 run now for the Lakers over the last 75 seconds. Here's another double team and a pass near midcourt collected by Rogers into the middle. Weddington. Weddington turns and faces, skips the ball back to Gonzalez, left side. Emily around his screen. Dribbling inside the arc, goes corner with the ball to Weddington. The freshman from Morristown dishes to the top of the key for a freshman Penland. Now to Gonzalez with 5, back to Weddington at the foul line. A pump fake, a drive inside to the basket, left-hand layup, no, but a foul called with 2 to shoot. A shooting foul called on the Lakers. Avery Zeenstra commits her third, or check that second foul, in Grand Valley State's second of the quarter. Weddington's first free throw is up and good. The freshman has her first point in this national quarterfinal game. She spins the ball in her hands. She's been great in this postseason and makes the second free throw. 70-33, 4 to play in the third quarter. Out front, it is Avery Lay at the foul line. Dishes back out front, Davis. A pump fake from Zincha. She goes baseline around Gonzalez and got fouled from behind. Free throws coming after Emily Gonzalez is whistled for her third foul. The Eagles have none to give, and it was a shooting foul, so Avery Zeenstra will go to the stripe for Grand Valley State with 3:56 to go in the third quarter. Her first one up for the redshirt senior is swished in. Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you by visiting trilite.net. Both free throws good by Avery Zeenstra, and Grand Valley State's lead is up to 39. Gonzalez around his screen. Pressured, met by 2, lobs the ball to Abigail Johnson, who gives it back to Gonzalez in the corner. Emily around his screen will fire from the right wing for a 3. Airballed it strong. Sybil Penland offensive rebound, and stick back is good from the right block. Sybil an offensive rebound and a layup for her first points in this game, and it's 72-35. Bounce pass Davis, right wing. Back out front, Molly Anderson. Another redshirt senior guard dribbles the ball for the Lakers out front. An in-and-out dribble with the right hand. Now a pass to Zeenstra. Reversed back to Anderson. Shot clock down to 8. Nothing really going here for Grand Valley State offensively. Clock down to 5. Anderson around his screen, stops at the elbow, dishes out. Zinstra 3 in the air, and it misses. Long rebound to Lay. Back out front, Anderson. The Lakers will reset their offense. Less than 3 to play in the third. Anderson hits a back-cutting Zinstra, who gives it back to Anderson. 9 to shoot. Anderson dribbles to the left wing. Clock down to 5. Anderson doubled by Johnson. She tries to go baseline, bounces the ball to Lay, who misses a layup, goes back up, missed again, and Rogers rebounds finally for Carson-Newman. Keeley crosses over, in transition, goes right to the basket. Left hand layup sneaks through. Coast to coast for the junior forward Rogers, and it's 72-37. Rogers has 7. Anderson inside to Scanlon. She's double dishes back out Anderson. Anderson ball fakes, gives it back to Scanlon. A dribble inside, lost it. Carson-Newman takes it away. A steal for the Lady Eagles. Rogers leads the fast break. Keeley to the foul line. Right hand dribble. Gets around one defender. Dribbling baseline. Cut off. Back out front. Sybil Penland drives. Gives it to Weddington. 17-footer is up and no good. Rebound into the hands of Zinstra. Kick ahead pass to Anderson in transition. Pump fake shot up by Anderson is good with the left hand. 74-37. Grand Valley State scores its first basket in 3 minutes. 1:45 to play in the third. Gonzalez top of the key, reverses the ball to Rogers. She pump fakes a triple, dishes into the corner. Penland. Sybil driving middle, backing down her defender. Met by a second and gives it up to Rogers. 12 to shoot. Johnson to Gonzalez, right wing. Back to Johnson at the baseline. Skip pass is deflected. Stays with the Eagles with 5. Rogers top of the key will heave one up and airballed it. And it goes out of bounds to Grand Valley State. A line change for the Lakers with 83 seconds left in the third. Carson-Newman will bring in Madeline Ladd and Caroline Hill. The Lakers bring in Plitzawhite, Van Stee, Bisball, Gayton to the floor. Plitzawhite has the ball out front. Bisball left wing now. Fakes a pass, now goes to the head of the key for Van Stee. Lob inside, Bisball backing down her defender, met by 2. Lobs a pass inside, got deflected away. It's loose underneath, collected by Grand Valley State, but a travel on Van Stee as she tried to step through 2 Eagles. Grand Valley State's 5th turnover comes with 64 seconds to play in the third quarter. Lady Eagles trailing 74-37. Gonzalez out front, skips the ball left side to Madeline Ladd. Ladd around 2 screens, dribbles inside the arc, steps back, now reverses the ball to Sybil Penland. Left corner is Gonzalez, try to fire one inside and had it go out of bounds. Turnover Carson-Newman with 45 seconds to play in the third quarter. Chloe Heath back in for Carson-Newman. Abigail Johnson will get a rest as Grand Valley State brings it front court. Plitzawhite around his screen. Thought about a 3, picked up the dribble, now skips it left corner. High post catch, Van Stee back out to a shooter. 3-pointer is up off to the right. Rebound from the baseline, Plitzawhite. Fresh 20 seconds, about an 8-second difference between the clocks here in the final moments of quarter 3. Bounce pass to Sydney Cherney. Now to Van Stee, 6 to shoot. Van Stee crosses over in the lane, going to the basket. Right hand layup, it sneaks through and 1. Paige Van Stee, the All-American, has her 9th point, and Grand Valley State's lead grows to 39 again. Lakers continue to utilize several different players. 6'3" redshirt freshman Kelly Cray gets her first opportunity on the floor, as a free throw is about to be shot by Paige Van Stee. 3-point play not completed as she misses the free throw. 8 seconds, final seconds here of the third. Ladd crosses half court with 5, fakes a handoff with 3, bounces to Heath, baseline shot up and good as the third quarter buzzer sounds. Chloe Heath makes her first basket at the national quarterfinals, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. 76-39. Grand Valley State leads Carson-Newman as we put 10 more minutes of basketball on the scoreboard and get ready for the fourth quarter. After these messages, this is the Eagle Sports Network.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
76-39 is the score. The reigning defending national champion and top-seeded Grand Valley State Lakers lead the 8th-seeded Carson-Newman Lady Eagles 76-39. It's a 37-point margin as we get set to start the fourth quarter of play at UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse. First Bank is the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics and the only place where you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location today to get your Carson-Newman debit card to show your Eagles pride. Lakers in control, up 76-39. Carson-Newman's only suffered 4 losses by 30 points or more in school history. They all come in a 4-year span back in the NAIA days. Most recent one was a 36-point loss at Alabama on January 23rd, 1982. The largest margin of victory in a loss this season, or in program history for the Lady Eagles, was 39 points by Kentucky on December 13th, 1980. Not to go through all 4 of those, but all 4 are now current Division I schools. Kentucky twice, UT Chattanooga once, and Alabama most recently in 1982. Those are the only 30-point losses for Carson-Newman's program in school history. Those were in the NAIA days against Division I schools as well. Carson-Newman, though, has held its own. Just 44-31 has been the margin in the middle quarters. But that first quarter, Grand Valley State threw a massive punch and landed a lot of them, making a lot of threes, made 6 in that first quarter to jump out to that 24-point lead in 10 minutes. All right, fourth quarter underway. Lakers moving right to left with the basketball to begin the final period of this national quarterfinal. Cray bounce pass to the baseline, Cherney. Back out front, Plitzowite. Around his screen, gives it to Van Stee. The All-American dribbles back out front as the clock rolls down to 10. Picks up the dribble, reverses to Plitzowite. She rips through, driving baseline. Left-hand layup is good. 78-39, 30 seconds into the fourth quarter. Eagles run quickly in transition. Heath to Penland, now backed out front to Gonzalez. Madeline Ladd in a triple threat position, gives the ball to Sybil Penland. She crosses over, stops, finds a back-cutting Gonzalez as she tiptoes the sideline and dribbles to the opposite corner. Skip pass to Sybil Penland. Dribble handoff now with Caroline Hill, clock down to 9. Caroline crosses over, stops, looks for a pass, now gives to Gonzalez at the foul line. 3 to shoot. Emily spins, puts one up through traffic, and scores. Emily Gonzalez has 11. She's the second Lady Eagle in double figures, and it's 78-41. 2 minutes into the fourth. Cherney, right wing 3, in the air, is too strong. Back iron miss, long rebound out to Van Stee. Lakers keep it. 80 seconds into the fourth. Plitzowite pressured by Sybil Penland. Ball into the hands now at Van Stee at the elbow. Now a drive inside to the basket is good by Gayton. 80-41. Carson-Newman front court with the basketball, shooting 37% of the game. Penland to Ladd, left wing. Ladd one-hands the ball to a cutting Gonzalez, who tries to flip one up. It rolls off the iron, and a rebound collected by Van Stee. Plitzowite in transition, a left-hand dribble to the basket, and a foul called on the way in. It is on Sybil Penland, a non-shooting foul. First foul on Sybil Penland. It is the first of quarter 4 as Emily Gonzalez gets a rest for Carson-Newman. At the 8:10 mark, and the Lady Eagles bring Keely Rogers to the floor. Rogers, or rather, going to the basket is Guyton after the inbound, and she gets an and one opportunity. Got around Sybil Penland for a right-hand layup from the block. And it's a three-point play opportunity for the Lakers with 8:06 to play in the fourth quarter, 82-41 on Gayton's second straight field goal. Three-point play opportunity is complete by the redshirt freshman, and it's 83-41. Grand Valley State with 8 minutes to play in the fourth. Rogers out front, a right-hand dribble inside the arc. Chest pass, Caroline Hill. Caroline has 2 points in the game. She dribbles and now gives the ball back to Rogers. Keeley picks up the dribble, skips the ball, left corner, Sybil Penland driving middle to the baseline. Chloe Heath catches, shoots a jump shot from 12 feet and scores. Chloe Heath knocks down her second basket, and it's 83-43. Carson-Newman's had several different players score in this Elite Eight contest. Now 8 different players have scored as they force a turnover in the half court. Penland to the floor with the ball, eventually gets tied up with possession with her and Lay, and it's eventually last touched by, or controlled by Penland, but they'll call a held ball, and the arrow does favor Carson-Newman as Sybil Penland will sit down. And Jennifer Sullivan and Maddie Knuckles come into the game with 7:25 to play. Rogers dribbles out front, a right-hand dribble, guarded by Lay. She rejects a screen, pick and pop with Heath. Heath reverses to the left side, Madeline Ladd. Ladd, step back three, top of the key is too strong, off to the right. Defensive rebound collected by Zeenstra. She'll walk it up the floor for the Lakers. Third inside, Gayton catches, backing down. Knuckles had it poked away and stolen. Rogers comes away with the ball for Carson-Newman. She dribbles it up the floor, moving left to right. Gives the ball to Chloe Heath. Right wing three is in the air. It looks good, and it is good for Chloe Heath. 7 points for Chloe Heath. Her first 3, and Carson-Newman's fourth makes it an 83-46 game. Scanlon, nice dish. Lay, the catch and the layup. Great high-low action inside. Scanlon to the cutting Lay for the baseline layup, and it's 85-46 with 6:42 to go in the fourth quarter. Excellent offense when the Eagles doubled down on Scanlon. Avery Lay went back door for her second basket, and it's 85-46. Lakers have made their last 3 from the field as the free throw spins through to make the margin 40 points again. 86-46. Rogers brings it up the floor for Carson-Newman. Rogers crosses over at the elbow, backing down her defender, met by 2, and throws it away. Nearly hit us here at the scores table. And the ball back to the Lakers on Carson-Newman's 13th turnover. Right side, it is Slagle into the game for the first time. Off to the right side now, Zeenstra, who's hit 2 threes. Zeenstra top of the key, hands the ball to Avery Lay, right wing. Lay spinning at the elbow, dishes back out Zeenstra, skip pass. A pump fake from Slagle going baseline, gives it back to Scanlon. 14-footer is short, missed the left side. Long rebound tapped out by Carson-Newman. Knuckles in transition, dribbles inside the arc. Steps back from the baseline, gives it to Heath. Right wing 3, up from Chloe is short. Rebound collected by Avery Lay. 5:50 to go, fourth quarter. Transition Lakers. Pass inside by Scanlon, backing down Heath. Right hand hook shot is good off the window. Timeout Grand Valley State with 5:43 to play in the fourth quarter. It's 88-46. The Lakers have made 4 of their last 5 shots from the field to grow the lead to 42. This is Grand Valley State's largest lead of the day. 5:43 to go. Carson-Newman trailing the Lakers in this national quarterfinal contest on the Eagle Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today.
Visit seeandeagles.com/Eagle Club.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Back at UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse, 5:43 to play in the final frame. It is 88-46. Carson-Newman trails Grand Valley State with 5:43 to play in this fourth quarter. In Carson-Newman's Division II era, its worst loss in program history by 30 or more points was 30 to Delta State during the 2012 season. Carson-Newman's worst loss at the NCAA tournament is also in 2010. That was a loss to Lander by 27 in the round of 32. That season to Lander, that was a national contending Lander team. 94-67 was that final score in 2010. 88-46, Carson-Newman's had some individuals play very well. Maddie Knuckles with 10 points, but Emily Gonzalez leads the way with 11 points for Carson-Newman in this game. Emily's going to end her career probably with 5 straight double-digit scoring days in her career. Tossing out some T-shirts here at UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse as these two teams wait to retake the floor. Callie McMahon will be on the floor for the first time for Carson-Newman as she takes this UMPC Cooper Fieldhouse court for the first time, and now all 12 available Lady Eagles will say they have competed at the Elite Eight on this Tuesday evening. Carly Hayworth back into the game as well. She brings the ball up the floor and hands off for Jen Sullivan, who needs 2 points for 1,000 in her Carson-Newman career. Foul setting a screen as Sullivan tried to set a screen on Scanlon and got ran over. Check that. Kelly Cray actually was the one to run her over. It'll be Cray's first foul and Grand Valley State's first foul of quarter 4. Right baseline inbound for Carly Hayworth. Skip pass corner to Rogers on the catch. She dribbles. Top of the key. One hands the ball to Carly Hayworth, who pump fakes a 3 around his screen. She dribbles and gives the ball to Rogers. One hand pass to the right wing. Knuckles fires a 3 in the air. Left it short. Rebound from the baseline. Tracked down by Davis. Approaching the halfway point of quarter 4, Grand Valley State leads Carson-Newman by 42 as Knuckles nearly poked the ball free. Cherney gets it back and dribbles the ball before a handoff with Cray. Ball reverse left side. Slagle turns down a 3, driving to the basket. Left-hand shot, left it short. Rebound saved in bounds by Cherney. Back out front, Zeenstra turns down a 3, throws it inside. Davis doubled. She dribbles around 2 defenders, gets around Sullivan for a layup and got fouled by Callie McMahon, who was trying to play help side defense. Carson-Newman's 4th team foul is on McMahon. The senior from Dandridge will bring us to another timeout. Free throws coming for Grand Valley State. It's the same score when we hit our last break, still 88-46 with 4:47 to play here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're at UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse where the Lady Eagles trail in the national quarterfinals here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. Contact Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins at SeneEagles.com/Modern Woodman to help secure your family's financial future. 88-46 the score here with 4:47 to play in the fourth quarter. But since the first quarter, Carson-Newman's kind of hung in there with this Grand Valley State team. They've only been outscored by 18 points over these final three quarters after being outscored by 24 in that first frame. And the Lady Eagles just have not been able to rally from that early deficit. The Lakers came out and buried 6 first-quarter threes to really create the necessary separation to control this game throughout, as the two teams have lined up at the free throw line just waiting for the signal for this final media break. Program back to the Elite Eight for the second time in school history, and a team that not many probably thought could get to this point. Hasn't been ranked all season, but won 3 games in a row against ranked competition and did it all by double digits to get to this stage, but have run into what more than likely could be the national champion when this week is all said and done in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Grand Valley State team trying to just become the second team ever in Division II women's basketball history to go back-to-back. Anaya Davis is the foul shooter for the Lakers. She'll have 2 shots out of the timeout, and the first one is swished in. Probably the most impressive statistic and little nugget that you can talk about this Lakers team is the fact that they've won 15 consecutive postseason games. That is conference tournament, regional tournament, and national tournament that consists of over the last 2 seasons. Just unreal what the Lakers have done under head coach Mike Williams. Anaya Davis makes both. It's 90-46. Sullivan turns away from 2 defenders and gives the ball to Knuckles. Reverse it left side. Rogers around his screen. Throws it baseline for Knuckles. Knuckles dribbling middle, backing down her defender. Met by 3 white jerseys who tie up possession. And the Lakers will have the ball. Grand Valley State's half-court defense continues to be suffocating against Carson-Newman, who's only shot 37% and has turned it over 15 times here tonight. Cherney dribbles out front for the Lakers. Throw it inside. Back cutting is Cherney to the basket. Right-hand layup too strong. Rogers in there to rip the rebound away from the sophomore guard Cherney. Now up the floor. Keeley brings the ball inside the arc. Dishes to Sullivan. This would be 1,000 for Jen. It's in the air. It's too strong. Rebound deflects to the baseline where Callie McMahon gives it to Gonzalez. Back to Sullivan. She pump fakes a 3. Drives inside. Puts one up and is fouled with 3:52 to play in the fourth quarter. And is a foul in the act of shooting. So Jen Sullivan will have a chance for 1,000 Carson-Newman points at this trip at the line as Grand Valley State will sub out Anaya Davis as Sullivan gets ready to shoot the first of 2. It's up, and it is no good off to the right. Second miss for Jen, an 83% foul shooter this year, is a 1 of 3 now. Next one up, too strong as well. 90-46, 3:50 to play in the fourth. Chest pass right side, caught by Gayton. Top of the free throw line, Cray reverses to Slagle, who drives baseline on McMahon, lost the ball. And a Lakers turnover with 3:37 to go as Delaney Weddington will return to the floor for the Lady Eagles. And Keely Rogers will exit potentially for the final time this season. It's a 7-0 extended run here for the Lakers over the last 3+ minutes. Gonzalez chest pass the ball to Delaney Weddington at the left wing, and her pass is out of bounds, turned over. Miscommunication with Sullivan and McMahon around a curl screen. Who was going to come get the ball? 3:25 to go. Carson-Newman's 15th turnover gives it back to the Lakers. Eagles have won 24 games, yet another 20-win season for this program. Bounce pass To the baseline, it's Guyton backing down Sullivan. Skip past Slagle. Left wing three is in the air. It's too strong. Offensive rebound. Burnt. Cross-court pass back over to Guyton. Fresh 20 seconds and a foul called as Knuckles went for a steal with 2:59 to play in the game. Is it on Knuckles? Let's see. No, it's not. It's on Callie McMahon. It'll be her second. No fouls left to give for Carson-Newman in this fourth quarter as the first foul shot is good from Kelly Cray, her first point. Lakers have had a bunch of different players score in this game. Now 12 different Grand Valley State players have scored as Cray's next one is good, 92-46. Caroline Hill and Carly Hayworth will come in for two senior guards, Emily Gonzalez and Jennifer Sullivan, getting hugs from their teammates, and for the final time I think are going to leave the floor for Carson-Newman with the score 92-46 with 2:59 to play. Callie McMahon is Carson-Newman's last senior. She's got the ball in the right corner, fires up a three. It's too strong. Rebound collected by Guyton. She'll dribble the ball up the floor inside the arc, dishes to Burnt. Fakes a pass, now back out to Cray. Back into the corner, a pump fake on a three. Dribbling middle is Burnt to the basket, left-hand shot, missed it. Callie McMahon rebounds the ball, but throws it away to Guyton. Back into the play, Cherney floater from 6 feet is good. 94-46 with 2:25 to play. Sydney Cherney has her first points of the game. It's an 11-0 run over 4 minutes for Grand Valley State. Pick and pop as Hayworth gets the ball back on a return pass from Weddington. Weddington back out front, Caroline Hill. Long three from Carly Hayworth is in the air. It's off to the right. Rebound bounces along the baseline and goes out of bounds. Back to Grand Valley State. 2:04 to play. Carson-Newman has now missed its last 5 shots and is 3 of 10 in this quarter. Started the quarter 3 of 5, but has gone cold here in the final moments of this game. Pump fake on a corner three from Slagle to reverse the ball back out front to Guyton. A drive inside, a double comes. Guyton rips away from it, dishes out to a Slagle three. It's up, it's off to the left. Long rebound and a foul on Carson-Newman. Knuckles was trying to go for the rebound, but was charged with a foul and what will be her 5th. So Knuckles has fouled out of this game, going for a rebound. Sydney Cherney got the rebound and was fouled, and so Knucks will foul out after scoring in double figures for the 29th time this year. She'll leave the floor for the final time in what has been a fabulous junior season for her. An elite postseason run for Knuckles as well, as Cherney's first free throw is no good. Knuckles averaged more than 20 points per game this postseason to help Carson-Newman get to this point. 95-46 the score. It's a 12-0 run now for the Lakers. And there's a minute 35 on the clock. Carly Hayworth steps back. Now one-hands the pass to Caroline Hill out front. Caroline goes between the legs and gives the ball to Carly Hayworth. Hayworth crosses over, steps back, deep two is in the air. It is good. Carly Hayworth with a step-back jump shot, her first points of this national quarterfinal. Ends a scoring drought for Carson-Newman that was more than 5 minutes. 95-48. Burnt out front, gives the ball to Cray at the elbow. 63 seconds to play. Cherney is wide open. Top of the key three is wide to the right. Offensive rebound. Burnt. A stick-back layup. Rolls off the iron. And Callie McMahon rebounds the ball and is fouled by Grand Valley State's Elena Burnt. That'll be her first and Grand Valley's 3rd team foul. Callie McMahon will check out for Carson-Newman the final time in her career. She will leave the floor for the Lady Eagles with 56.2 seconds left in this game. Chloe Heath, another freshman for Carson-Newman, will come into the game for the Lady Eagles. Callie just left the floor in what was her 76th career game. Weddington fakes a pass from the left wing, dishes back out Chloe Heath. Now to Sybil Penland to the baseline. Weddington catches, lost the ball though. And the Lakers have it, 32 seconds. With the score 95-48, there's about a 5-second difference between the clocks. Around his screen is Cherney, dishing to the right side, now to the baseline. It's caught by Cray. She's doubled, lobs it out to Slagle. 12 to shoot, a handoff with Cherney. Timer down to 9. Burnt to the basket, blocked by Weddington, but a foul from the right block. Delaney just swatted it away, but a foul called with 11.9 seconds to play in the game. Second on Delaney, and the first one from Cherney is up and in. 96-48. The Lakers have ended this game just as well as they have started it, as the second one is missed. 96-48. Eagles out with the ball to Carly Hayworth, who will walk it across midcourt, and Carly will just dribble this thing out. Grand Valley State is headed back to the Final Four with a 96-48 victory over Carson-Newman's Lady Eagles. The Lady Eagles make their second ever Elite Eight in program history, but run into a juggernaut in the opening round, and the reigning defending national champion Grand Valley State Lakers take down Carson-Newman's Lady Eagles by a final score of 96-48. Lady Eagles were led by Emily Gonzalez, his 11 points, while Maddie Knuckles contributed 10 points as well. Domino's postgame report will break all this down as Carson-Newman's season comes to a close in the national quarterfinals. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The game's over, but we're just getting warmed up. The Domino's postgame report starts in 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's postgame report on the Eagle Sports Network.
Left wing Rutherford, three up, and kaboom! Tori Rutherford.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Mike Mincy, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning. Plus the selection of the AEC electrifying play and the premier building maintenance player of the game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burt Carr Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Andrew Rogers back courtside as Carson-Newman's season comes to a close in the national quarterfinals by a final score of 96-48. Lady Eagles ran into one of the best teams in the country and a team that is probably got the best odds to cut down the nets. In a couple of days here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the reigning national champions win a 34th game this season out of 35, and they win their 26th game by 20 or more by defeating Carson-Newman 96-48. Glad you're with us here, Eagle fans, for the Domino's post-game report. Eagle Fans Domino's is the official pizza partner of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Whether you're a student, maybe looking for a late-night snack, or maybe just out to eat with your coworkers, Domino's certainly has a deal for you. Get a large one-topping pizza for $5.99 with your Carson-Newman ID, or get 25% off your entire order when you bring in your business card at lunch. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Lady Eagles led in this game by Emily Gonzalez. She had 11 points on 4 of 9 shooting. She closes her CN career with 5 straight double-digit scoring performances. Also buried one of the program's 4 triples in this game as well. Maddie Knuckles was Carson-Newman's other double-digit scorer in the game. She had 10 points on 4 of 10 shooting with 3 rebounds in 27 minutes on the floor. Carson-Newman as a team shoots 36%. Chloe Heath off the bench contributed 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting. Keely Rogers led the team in rebounding with 7 to go along with her 7 points in the game. Jen Sullivan will end 2 points short of 1,000 for her Carson-Newman career. She played 23 minutes and had just 5 points and 3 rebounds on 2 of 7 shooting in this game. And then several other Lady Eagles also contributed 2 points. Everybody played in the game, but 9 of the 12 end up scoring. Delaney Weddington, Sybil Penland, Caroline Hill, Carly Hayworth all each had a deuce for Carson-Newman in their 48-point margin or 48-point scoring effort against Grand Valley State in this game. Lady Eagles were ahead to 44 of 23 shooting and just 17% shooting from long range in this game. Grand Valley State shoots 44% for the game, only 27% from 3. They end up shooting just 9 of 33 from 3 in this game, but they started the game 6 of 11, so they went 3 of 22 over the final 3 quarters and still found a way to score 96 points in this basketball game. And that 3-point barrage early on is why Grand Valley State got that lead to 24 at the end of 1. They were getting inside shots, but also were drilling everything they shot from long distance to hit those 6 first-quarter threes to doom Carson-Newman in that first quarter with a 32-8 margin in that first frame. The Lakers were led by Nicole Kameen, 22 minutes to score 16 points on 6 of 11 shooting. Mackenzie Bisbal had 14. Ava Scanlon, their top bench scorer, did that again tonight. She had 16 points, made all of her free throws, and was 5 of 8 from the field. The Lakers showed their depth. Everybody that played scored except for one player, and she missed all 3 of her shots in this game. As this Grand Valley State team has done all season, they dominate almost every statistical category, and that was the case. They out-rebound Carson-Newman by 22. They grabbed 24 offensive rebounds. They had a plus 21 advantage in second chance points, a plus 31 advantage in bench points, and a plus 24 advantage in points in the paint as well. They only shoot 44% from the field, but they got 19 more shots than Carson-Newman and made 13 more as well. They ended the game on a 13-2 run and used several double-digit scoring runs in that first half to create necessary separation to win tonight by a final score of 96-48. 96-48. If you didn't listen to head coach Mike Mincy's interview pregame, I asked him what his final message would be to this team before they went out for this game, and his main message was, and it's going to be regardless win or lose how things went at this national tournament, but the fact that this team was a group of winners. When things were going south in early February, this group did not turn away and rallied to win 3 of their final 4 regular season games, then went to the SAC tournament, came up short in the SAC tournament championship, but then turned around at the Southeast Regional and won 3 straight games against ranked competition by double digits to get to this point, and that is something that will always be remembered in this program's history. They're one of just 2 SAC schools to make multiple Elite 8 appearances, and they are just the 9th. It's just the 9th time they represent. Carson-Newman does just the 9th time in conference history that a team makes the Elite 8, and it's the 3rd time in the last 4 seasons. So this South Atlantic Conference continues to be a very competitive league that has produced really good results year in and year out, and Carson-Newman did it this year to get to this national stage, but comes up short against a Grand Valley State team that has made 11 straight NCAA tournaments and is trying to become the 7th Division II school to win back-to-back national championships. They won their first national title in 2005-2006. They won last year, and they're trying to win a 3rd, and the 3rd would be a decade apart from the first. How fitting for the Lakers, who under head coach Mike Williams have won now 97 of their last 100 games. Just ridiculous what this program's done. They've won 16 straight postseason games over the last 2 seasons as well. 96-48, the final score here from UPMC Fieldhouse in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Carson-Newman suffers its 11th loss of the year and has its season ended here in the Elite 8. Domino's postgame report will continue on. We'll hear from junior forward Matty Knuckles as we continue on here from UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse. Andrew Rogers, glad you've been with us courtside. We'll continue on with the Domino's postgame report, and we'll hear from junior forward Matty Knuckles on the other side of this break. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Hey, Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess energy toward the ground through the ground wire. AEC also offers surge devices for inside your home to defend against possible voltage spikes that could damage your electronics, appliances, or equipment. This service is affordable and dependable. Order today and enjoy no connection fee. AEC, we power what matters most.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
More player interviews and stats come your way in 60 seconds when the Domino's postgame report continues on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Andrew Rogers back here courtside as we continue on the Domino's post-game report as the Lady Eagles suffer their 11th loss and the 11th one that ends the program's season. But what a magnificent season it was again for Carson-Newman women's basketball. They win 24 games. They lose 11 times, but that adversity helped them get to this point. They rally from tough sledding in February. It was well documented. This program went through 4 consecutive losses to begin the month of February, all of which were South Atlantic Conference losses, and CN rallied from that. They got better from that. They learned about themselves more and grew from that opportunity. Made it to the SAC championship game. Did lose that one, but that helped fuel a NCAA tournament run that ended here tonight. The Lady Eagles, though, were the best in the Southeast region, and that's why they got this opportunity. And that's something that head coach Mike Mincy emphasized pregame, that this team, regardless of how tonight's game was going to end, that this program did something that other teams and other programs will not always be able to say, and that was win the Southeast Regional Tournament, cut down the nets, and become regional champions once again. Second time in 8 seasons, second time in program history, Carson-Newman wins a regional championship, but their appearance at the national quarterfinals came against one of the best programs in Division II women's basketball, a program that's won that has produced 5 straight 30-plus win campaigns, and this year they're even better, 34-1, the record now for the Lakers, who will either play Cal State Pomona or Cal Poly Pomona Thursday night, or Alabama Huntsville, the South Regional champions. Both teams on the floor warming up over the next 25 minutes to get set for that contest. We'll go through some accolades as we continue to wait to hear from Maddie Knuckles courtside as Carson-Newman loses in this national quarterfinal game 96-48. The Lady Eagles will end the season with the second most points scored in program history. They needed 32 in this game to get to that mark, and they will go down as this year's team will go down as the program gets to that scoring mark. They scored just under 3,000 points this season, 32 needed in this game to get to second in program history. They get to 48. Individually, Jen Sullivan made 87 threes this year. That's the second most in a single season in program history as well. Keely Rogers will finish the season with the second most defensive rebounds in a single season. She had 3 defensive rebounds. Or check that was a first half box score. She ended up with 6 defensive rebounds in this contest. She finishes as the second best defensive rebounder in program history. Maddie Knuckles was terrific all season with her interior defense. She blocked 64 shots, the 4th most blocks in a single season. She continues to work her way up into the top 7, top 5 in total blocks for a Lady Eagle in a career as well. Keely Rogers has been one of Carson-Newman's best passers all season. She entered the day with 136 assists. She did pick up 2 more to get to 138, and that's where her tally finishes for the year. And Keely's assists are the 7th most in a single season in program history. Keely and Emily have been 2 of the best defenders for this program over the last several seasons, and they will finish this season neck and neck for 4th and 5th most steals in a single season. Emily finishes her senior season with 73 steals, the 4th most in a single season in school history, while Keely finishes her season with 71 steals, the 5th most in a single season in school history. Just some individual accolades that those players, Jen Sullivan, Keely Rogers, Maddie Knuckles, and Emily Gonzalez, have produced this season. Just remarkable, and certainly when you play a lot of games, your numbers will be inflated, but you have to earn the opportunity to play those extra games, and that's what Carson-Newman women's basketball was able to accomplish this season. despite losing. The Lady Eagles won 6 games against ranked teams this season. They finished the year 6-6 against ranked teams. Think about this. Nearly a third, or just under a third, of the program's games this season came against ranked teams. The Lady Eagles finished the year 6-6, and they finished 4-6 all time at the NCAA tournament against ranked competition. The Lady Eagles ended the year facing 5 straight ranked teams. That just puts in perspective how difficult and challenging of a path it took in the Southeast region, in the SAC tournament, to end up with as many wins as this program did and to end up with 24 wins overall, but also to get to this point in the NCAA tournament. Once again, if you're just joining us, it's Carson-Newman losing in the national quarterfinals to the second-rated Grand Valley State Lakers by a final score of 96-48. The Lakers will try to become just the 7th program to ever achieve back-to-back national championships. And a team that has just dominated its opposition all season continued that tonight, and Carson-Newman was another victim from what the Lakers have continued to do this season. We'll tell you about Carson-Newman Athletics. Still waiting to hear from Maddie Knuckles. There's always an extended time post-game as members of the media will speak to Carson-Newman players and Carson-Newman head coach Mike Mincy, who entering today had 311 career wins, continues to engineer a fantastic program that continues to be competitive year in and year out. He's produced yet another 20-win season for this program that now has 24 20-win seasons. They come up just 1 win shy of its 9th ever 25-win season. But he took the program back to its 8th NCAA tournament as well in the last 9 seasons as well. We'll take you around Carson-Newman Athletics as we continue to wait for Maddie Knuckles here on the Domino's post-game report. Carson-Newman softball collected a pair of wins today by sweeping a doubleheader at Tusculum. The Lady Eagles on the softball side won 13-1 in Game 2 after narrowly escaping the Pioneers with a 3-1 win in the first game of the day. 3-1, 13-1 wins for the Pioneers, or for the Eagles over the Pioneers on this Tuesday afternoon. Carson-Newman baseball collected another victory today. They continue to play well in the month of March. 9 wins in the month of March for Carson-Newman baseball as they take down Shorter 12-1 in 7 innings. Shorter entered the game without a loss in non-conference basketball, or in non-conference baseball action this season. The Shorter Hawks were unbeaten in non-conference play. Carson-Newman ended that today by run-rolling the Hawks 12-1 in 7 innings. Cole Nathan had a 3-hit day, 3 RBI as well, to finish 3 of 4 at the plate. Bradley Soto Diaz and Braxton Smith and Colton Evans also had multi-hit days for Tom Griffin's team to collect a 17th win this season. Carson-Newman baseball back on the diamond on Friday afternoon. Newberry's in town. The Eagles will have consecutive home series at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex to end the month of March and begin the month of April. Carson-Newman tennis also swept its matches today as it took down Emory and Henry on the road. 4-0 on the men's side and 4-0 on the women's side. The final scores there, and the men's golf team was able to put together a fine showing at the Lenoir City, Tennessee, or in Lenoir City, Tennessee, at the Wind River Golf Club at the Tennessee River Rumble event, finishing 10th out of 18 teams at that tournament. Final score again here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at UMPC Cooper Fieldhouse. It's Carson-Newman falling to Grand Valley State 96-48. It will be Carson-Newman's largest or worst loss in its program's history and just its 5th loss by 30 or more in school history as well. We'll continue on with the Domino's post-game report. Hope to hear from Maddie Knuckles courtside as the Lady Eagles suffer their 11th loss of the year and have their season ended in the national quarterfinals to second-ranked Grand Valley State. We'll continue on after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess energy toward the ground through the ground wire. AEC also offers surge devices for inside your home to defend against possible voltage spikes that could damage your electronics, appliances, or equipment. This service is affordable and dependable. Order today and enjoy no connection fee. AEC, we power what matters most.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
More player interviews and stats come your way in 60 seconds when the Domino's postgame report continues on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Carson-Newman's season ends in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the UMPC Cooper Fieldhouse in the national quarterfinals as the Lady Eagles suffer a 96-48 loss to Grand Valley State, a team that now has won 34 of their 35 games this season. They continue to be very dominant, and the most impressive statistic about this Lakers team is the fact that they've won 16 consecutive postseason games. Just unreal what this program for the Lakers have done, and that's who Carson-Newman was up against tonight. It's their fourth straight Elite Eight and also now their fourth straight Final Four, and they'll try to win a national championship for the second time for the third time in program history, second time under head coach Mike Williams, and that would be in consecutive seasons as well. We'll tell you about the Division II scores from today's action. Alabama Huntsville is warming up, getting ready to play Cal Poly Pomona. That game will start in the next 15 minutes or so. IUP took down Holy Family in the game before hours, 57-52. The day started with 3-seeded Colorado Mesa defeating Minnesota Duluth, the 6-seed, 81-59. So IUP, the second seed against Colorado Mesa, the 3-seed, and then Grand Valley State, the top seed, is advanced as well. All three high seeds have advanced so far. Cal Poly Pomona will try to be the next top seed to advance against Alabama Huntsville as well. This was Carson-Newman's second ever Elite Eight, second Elite Regional Championship in program history, and once again they find ways to just win games in different ways, and they did it this season and had to do a tough path. The last time they won a regional championship, they had won as one of the best teams in the country. They had the most wins in school history at that during that 2018's season run, and ultimately that team got to the second seed before losing to Union by a possession in the 2018 regional championship. This team had to do it a different way. They had to defeat multiple ranked teams, being a 9-loss team entering the SAC tournament, then being a 10-loss team entering this NCAA tournament and ultimately just came up a tad short in this NCAA tournament, falling 96 to 48 to Grand Valley State. Lady Eagles see their season end 24-11, but as head coach Mike Mincy said multiple times, no reason for this team to hang their head about what this team accomplished. They won 6 games against ranked teams and ultimately just ran into a really good team. And I got the 8th seed of the NCAA tournament, and the Lady Eagles see their season end at a 24-11 mark. But the program achieves its 2nd ever regional championship, and the Lady Eagles have their season end here in the national quarterfinals. What a marvelous season it was here on the Eagles Sports Network as Carson-Newman ends its regular season and full season 24-11, and the program's 2nd ever regional championship ends in the national quarterfinals. For Andrew Rogers, Adam Cavalier, and the entire Eagles Sports Network, as well as our producers back in network control, Skip Roberts and Jay Adams, among others, throughout this long basketball season that began all the way back on November 15th. It ends on March 24th for the Lady Eagles, one of the final 8 teams standing in Division II women's basketball. They fall short, though, in the national quarterfinals by a final score of 96-48. We thank you so much for joining us all season long here on the Eagles Sports Network for Carson-Newman men's and women's basketball. Till next November, Andrew Rogers signing off. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next season here on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
You've been listening to the Domino's Postgame Report on the Eagles Sports Network. Today's game has been brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years.
Tri-Lite is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles.